maybe things that I would look at is I do have a couple of boys and my behaviors can fluctuate. So I'm a little worried when I do have them moving around if it's going to cause a problem. So just kind of making sure that they're not just goofing off, they're still using the academic language while comparing.
Okay, good. And then since we already talked about the CSTP, and I see that you're communicating the subject matter, and I noticed that during our last talk, we also talked about how are you going to know that your students are successful for this lesson?
So they have multiple ways of knowing or showing me that they're successful, being able to one compare two friends and then switching and rotating, and then at their desk. More, it's all visual. I'm gonna see them comparing an eraser and a pencil, and there I'll let them see like, okay, the pencil is taller than the eraser is shorter. So just visually seeing it and then hearing it.
Good. And then, so that's a really great starting point for us as far as this pre-observation goes. So I already know what I'm going to be looking for, but I did want to show you an observation tool and what that's going to look like. Okay. So at the end of our video recording, I'm going to show you the video, and then we can kind of review it together to see, things that you felt were really working well, things that you felt like you might want additional supports in. And remember that this is non-evaluative. This is just for feedback, and not only to help you, but to help us guide us through our pacing guides throughout the year and what lessons that we can create together. So that's what we'll be taking a look at the post-observation. So I'm going to probably come in during your math time, which is at 9 a.m. And I'm just going to sit quietly back in the corner. I'm going to take a look around the classroom because I did see that you had anchor charts provided for your students. You have a lot of visual supports. I also noticed that you have a lot of manipulatives that you're using for this lesson, so that you can really engage them, which brings us back to that CSTP. So you're really working towards meeting the goals that you have and being able to engage your learners through their learning. So that is probably going to last. I'll stay throughout the duration of your lesson, and then I will just quietly slip out. So I'm not there to interact with any of the students. It's just purely to listen and to see where I can provide any coaching and at the end of it. So this is the California Standards for Teaching Professional Coaching Observation document. So I'm just going to be jotting down what you've shared with your class, what that's going to look like, any videos or any technology that you might be incorporating, and how you're going to maintain that effective learning environment for your student. And then once we're done, we can come back and we can sit together, kind of go through that whole process and see if anything needs to be revisited.
Okay.
And then also if you need a sample lesson provided, or if you want to see like any coaching opportunities, I can also come in and do a sample lesson for you if you'd like.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So I think that was about it. So I want to schedule a time for a post-op perhaps on another Wednesday afternoon on one of our meetings so we can review everything and go through everything together.
Sounds good with me.
But thank you. So thank you for taking the time to meet with me, and have a great afternoon.
You too. Thank you.